When we fight,
we win.
when we fight,
We win.
because what do we want?
Contract.
When do we want it? And if we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, the workers united! The workers united! The community united!
Can't take it no more.
Fired up!
Can't take it no more.
We're fired up!
Can't take it no more.
We're fired up!
Can't take it no more.
Fired up!
Can't take it no more.
Say contract, you say now! Contract! 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 Make some noise! What do we want?
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
Make some noise!
Okay, good morning and welcome to the regular meeting of the Board of Supervisors. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yes, hello. I'm Johnny Chavez. Like I said, I work at Kern County Fire, and
Yes.
I wanted to piggyback off of what Chief Duncan said. Everything he said was 100% true. He also forgot about a department, which is Fleet, who I work for, which is a mechanics for the Kern County Fire. We're understaffed, like he said. We're super busy, just like all the firemen are. We're 14 mechanics in charge of same amount of fires, same amount of everything that gets called out. We have over 700 pieces of equipment that we have to be in charge of under 14 mechanics. We're a department under 20. We're a department under, there's under 20 of us handling 700 pieces of equipment. We're, like I said, we're short staffed. We're underpaid compared to industries where we're at. We don't attract any new mechanics in. We're too underpaid. We have mechanics with 3 months experience, 3 months working, and we're mechanics who have 15 years of experience, and there is no ceiling for movement there because we have no wage increase. We're also working off of a tool allowance, which is $17 a pay period for us. And we're also working, we're so far behind in times, we're also working off a tool list from 1988 that hasn't been updated. Sorry guys for this is my first time up here. State law mandates that a mechanic who supplies their own tools, it's double minimum wage. We're way below that. Again, Chief Duncan and everybody, we all do work hard. We're a forgotten department. We just want to be heard. We just need a raise. That's all we're asking for. We're asking for a proper raise what we have in our industry.
My name is Jose Rene Morantes Arredondo. Thank you, Mr. Couch, Mr. Peters, Ms. Perez, for giving us the opportunity. There's a lot of purple shirts out here. I'm just recapping on what we talked about last session we were here. We are going back to what we consider a huge crisis is the fentanyl and homeless crisis in our county. It's affecting our community, especially those vulnerable ones. We see them on the streets. We know they're going into the emergency rooms. And what do we do? Well, we're the front line. We are the ones that are dealing with these people. We're asking that you guys please help us with this contract. SEIU 521, it's not just behavioral health, but all the county employees. I'm speaking on behalf of behavioral health because we are the ones that are linking the people to the homeless shelters, to City Serve and Street Flood. When people are fighting addiction, they need help, and we link them to resources. We give them treatment. We bring them in. We hold groups. We try to figure out a way to have them think differently so they don't use. It's a real hard task. We have a real problem in our hands, and we're being short-staffed. When our employees leave for another higher paying position, we found out that we might not get these positions refilled. This is a problem for us. Now that our county is looking to eliminate vacant permanent positions, it's at the worst time. We just want a fair contract. That's all we're asking for. We want to retain our employees. We want to retain our current workers. Maybe one day you guys could come out and ride with us, or come out to our offices and see what we do. We are your employees. You guys should get some hands-on and see us as we work day to day trying to work with people that have struggling issues with mental illness.
Thank you for your comments.
My name is John French, F-R-E-N-C-H, and I have been employed by Kern Behavioral Health and Recovery Services for 18 years as a substance use disorder specialist, and I'm a proud member of my union, SEIU Local 521. I'm here this morning to speak about the issues we are currently facing as a workforce, which in turn, if not addressed, will affect not only yourselves, but your constituents throughout Kern County. At Kern BHRS, we have been tasked to address many issues and crises that affect our community and each and every one of us in so many ways. The fentanyl crisis, the mental health crisis, the rising number of unhoused people, and crime, among others. Issues that are being reported daily by local media that leave the public feeling hopeless, exasperated, and unsafe. Issues that, if left unaddressed, will spell catastrophe for our community and our future. We at Kern BHRS, year after year, have answered the call to address these issues, often at the risk of our own personal safety. We're often called to go places where law enforcement won't go without weapons or backup, and I personally know this, having been viciously attacked by a client on a home visit. Yet we are currently hindered by poor wages, poor employee retention levels, unmanageable workloads, and the threat of not being able to fill all the positions necessary to address the aforementioned crises effectively. And who truly loses? The mother whose son died from a fentanyl overdose. Families worried sick because their mentally ill loved ones are wandering the streets, lost and being victimized, and unhoused transition age youth that are kept safe from human trafficking, gangs, and addiction, and countless others getting their needs met through the services we provide. The public's trust should never be broken because of an unwillingness to invest in solutions. And the solution is to ensure a workforce at Kern BHRS that is big enough and well-funded enough to meet the needs of the community. What we are asking is that our compensation and support mirror the very value that we provide our community. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jaime Alas, and I work at the Department of Human Services and currently work at Aging Adult Services. I'm a member of the SEIU union. I help senior dependent adults and people who lack the capacity to take care of their basic needs. I'm here to talk about the level of services provided by the county to the public. I work with this vulnerable population who experiences neglect or some type of abuse and struggle to advocate for themselves. It is important that we strive to provide quality services to this population. It is my responsibility, as well as the county's responsibility, to do so. And we cannot provide them with quality services by maintaining a high caseload. We cannot provide them with quality services with the stressed out staff who feel dismissed by this board. We cannot provide them with quality services when the board disses the retention issue. We cannot provide them with quality services by cutting vacant positions. We fill them. And we cannot provide them with quality services when morale and pay is low, forcing people to find second jobs or quit. If you do not agree with what I said, take the time to visit us at the office and get to know us. You will see we are passionate about our work and we work hard for the public. I recently stood outdoors with a coworker in last week's 150-degree weather for hours. We worked to help a vulnerable dependent adult who, for confidential reasons, we will call her Jane. Jane had been abused in unimaginable and multiple ways. Everyone failed Jane, and I'm sorry, but for many years, this county failed her too. We all did. But as I speak to you today, Jane is in a safe place. Our department got together as a team to help her. Our department stepped it up. So it took a coworker and I all day 2 Mondays ago to work on this one case alone, just one case alone. And our work is still not done. All the union members here and county employees in the office respectfully demand that this board work with our union for a strong contract. We need a strong contract which will result in quality services for the public and will help victims like Jane. It is time for you, the board, to step it up. Please do not forget and dismiss Jane again. Thank you.
Good morning, board. My name is Sam Hain Knight, SAMHAINE, night as in nighttime. I work as a peer specialist with Kern Behavioral Health and Recovery Services. I am someone who helps link families and the homeless population to housing. I have seen several peer specialists leave due to high workloads and unfair pay. The community is being affected by this as the service we do, helping people overcome barriers to housing, then becomes challenged and those families suffer. The homeless population returns to the streets. People and families will sleep in their car in parking lots. I have been homeless, and imagine finally being approved for housing only to be turned away because there is no one left to help you, because the staff that is supposed to be there left for better wages. I respectfully demand that the board work with my union and together we can improve the working conditions through a stronger union contract. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. My name's Lydia Gonzalez and I work as a human services tech.
I'm sorry, did you say Lydia?
Lydia, yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what was your last name? Gonzalez with an S at the end. I work as a human services technician for the Department of Human Services. We are working overtime to supplement our wages. Some of us work daily, 6 a.m. in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. Some of us work additional jobs. Why, you ask? We need to pay rent, mortgage, electricity, and buy groceries for our families. We want to go on vacation to spend quality time with our families. We shouldn't have to depend on overtime wages to pay for basic necessities. We have unrealistic workloads and expectations. We struggle every day to issue out benefits for cash, food, and health to the disadvantaged community members in a timely manner. Some applications are processed 6 months later. It should take around 30 to 45 days. Management states we are meeting the state standards, but they are being met with overtime. But yet you want to eliminate vacancies? Do you want our community to go without basic necessities, such as shelter and food? How do you tell an innocent child that they have to go without food or bed for the night? Contrary to belief, our peers are leaving the county due to wages, workloads, and unbalanced work life. I have witnessed some of my peers filling out the resignation forms in fear of being 100% honest and retaliation in case of another opportunity for employment. So you want to eliminate vacancies? We don't have enough staff now. We are expected to meet the needs of our community without regards to vacancies. This creates unnecessary stress on our minds and bodies. Have you come out to watch us on the front lines? The community is frustrated. They are going without their benefits, cash, food, and health needed to sustain their families. It's not a simple push of a button. It's a lengthy process. I invite each of you to come out to see what we deal with on a daily basis. Please work in good faith with our union, SEIU 521. We will continue to speak out until we get a fair contract.
Hello, my name is Jonah Tilton. I'm a veteran of the United States Air Force and have been employed by Kern County as a communications technician for 10 years. Our main role in communications is to maintain the public safety radio and microwave system, i.e. 911 communications. For me, it is easy to see how this job affects the residents of Kern County. Excuse me. They need reliable communications for all public safety and first responders. In June of 2023, this board approved a new $177 million public safety radio microwave system, as I'm sure Elsa and the three of you recall. I recall board members asking who is responsible for maintaining this system out of warranty. Well, the answer to that is the communications division within General Services. Currently, we are responsible for maintaining the antiquated radio system built in 2000, and as well as overseeing the installation of the new microwave radio system, public safety system project, as well as having our hands full with day-to-day operations. Excuse me. We have we have our hands full doing more with less. We lost 2 of our most experienced technicians and are having trouble recruiting qualified replacements. We have done our own equity study and have found that this career field with Kern County is 15 to 25% underpaid in comparison to similar counties and the city of Bakersfield. The state of California pays their communications technicians up to 30% more than what Kern County pays. To aid in recruitment and retention of qualified communication technicians, Kern County needs to provide a fair and equitable wage. I have come here today to explain why we need and demand a fair contract. I'm sharing this information. In sharing this information, I wanted to show you the direct effect a weak contract has on my career field. I, like you, work for the residents of Kern County, whose safety is our goal. We need equitable wages to all employees. Investing in our employees is investing in the residents of Kern County. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Tillman.
My name is Rico Mendez, R-I-K-O-M-E-N-D-E-Z. Thank you for allowing me to speak and be here today. Thank you to all the SEIU members that are here today, sharing the pride that they have in their union and really their desire to reach a resolution on a fair contract for everyone. You know, I've been working in this county with SEIU for the past 17 years. And in that time, I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of positive movement in terms of expanding services, those services being done by SEIU workers and our partnering brothers and sisters, like the ones we recognize today in probation, child support, parks. Much respect to the good work that those departments are doing. In that time of 17 years, I've seen the service needs in this county go through the roof. You know, we've really watched as the workforce has dealt with the increase in homelessness, crime, drug addiction, and these are the workers that are on the front lines dealing with it every single day. They are rescuing children from dangerous situations. They're social workers. They are aging and adult service workers. They are roads. They are in every single aspect of the lives of anybody in Kern County that needs help. The issues that we've seen, the lack of investment that we've seen, has led to a massive amount of vacancies, which means an extremely high workload for the workers that do stay committed and stay here in Kern County. We've seen really, really extremely high turnover rates, higher than most counties. And I represent counties all throughout Central Valley, Fresno, Tulare, Stanislaus. But here in Kern, we feel there's an opportunity because the need is so high, the workforce is so dedicated. The missing piece is the investment in the people that do the work. These folks right here. The solution is clear. They need more money, they need good benefits, and they need the ability to show up to work every day knowing that they're respected. You have the ability to do that by putting serious resolutions on the table. We hope you'll do that. We have negotiations coming up this Friday. Please give clear direction to your team to make movement in the most critical areas that will help these workers be respected and help us get a deal. Thank you very much.
I would like to say to Rico, thank you for coming to Kern County. It was such a blessing to see you out there this morning. And I was really amazed to walk up and feel the energy. It was so palpable. It is so real what you are doing. It is so real. And thinking about the sacrifices that you make, and particularly DHS, the people that deal with traumatized children, traumatized family members, and actually care about them. You know, government can be such a cold experience, and that's for a whole host of reasons, and that's not to put anybody down. But what I see from you guys when you're here, and what I've seen from you always, is a genuine care and love for people. And that is absolutely priceless. We couldn't pay you ever enough money to compensate for what that means in your own residual mental health, challenges that come as a result of seeing trauma to this degree over and over, and the feelings of hopelessness, what that does to you in your emotional state. It is absolutely profound and palpable. And I just want you to know I was so encouraged to see you this morning. I really was. I was encouraged to see that community out there. So strong, Rico. Really believing that this matters. Not just the contract piece. I have every faith that we're going to move towards a new resolution. I do. I just do. I feel it, I believe it, I trust Elsa. She's a good faith player, and she's here to do what's best for Kern County, not to push any political or ideological agenda on either side or any side. So I feel very confident and very hopeful. And the pressure that you have applied, because that's how life works, the squeaky wheel gets the oil often. We wish we'd get more oil here in Kern, frankly, and we need to be more vocal and in our partnerships and how we enhance and improve Kern County. And I want to say to SEIU, I don't think we would have passed Measure K without you. And I appreciate you so much because as a matter of public safety, we are so profoundly behind. It's embarrassing and it's scary where we were, and we are making strides there, but not just for public safety. We know how important that is, but to the hearts and minds and the actual people caring for our people. Most of them innocent, most in a pitiful condition beyond their control. That you would devote a life to surrounding yourself with such energy really speaks to the greatness of who you are, regardless of the position or the lot you're in at this moment. So thank you, Rico. I think I appreciate your remarks. I think they're incredibly gracious. 17 years here in Kern County. We've been at this for over a decade together, and I feel really good about the moment that we're at. But I want to tell you to please don't lose hope. These are good people here, and these two women here and the folks that are listening to you and trying to be creative in how we move forward, I believe in them and obviously believe in you. So hang in there, and I look forward to a good victory here. It's more than well overdue. Thank you, Chair.